That's a pretty picture, Michelle. I like that. Beautiful.
Start with pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. Thing we need to do is to approve the agenda. So moved.
I'll second.
Then moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those motion carries. And public comment.
Yeah, so last time I was here, I asked about, getting permission to use the courthouse square, and I realized, I don't really have it, and I really, we kind of need to get things out there, so where does that stand and how do I know?
We're working, so there's not currently a policy in place that prohibits allows, so we were working with the county attorney to try to figure out what needs to happen because of the ownership between Toledo and which makes it a little bit more confusing. So we got to an attorney. I sent an email to the attorney that was working on for us, and we don't have anything in final form. He's reviewing it and asking for us to have some edits anyway. So we haven't heard back from him since last week.
I mean, is there any chance you're gonna say, nope, can't do it?
No.
Oh. Okay.
That's not the plan. We just want to have a uniform
Uh-huh.
policy going forward.
Very good. Then also flags around the courthouse, they weren't up for Memorial Day. Do you know who's responsible for those? Around the courthouse square, electrical utility pole, the whole road.
Those were,
I was gonna say end of the city, but don't quote me on that. Or pay attention.
yeah, I don't know, that's about.
Keep asking. And final thing, so we were talking about having flags around flags over Tama County, as a chance for people to send in pictures of flags, pictures they've taken. Is there any way the annex would be interested in that picture of, like, the picture that's chosen, even though I hate to do winners and losers, because that's really not the point, but a flag picture of Tama County, and like, put it up. I mean, is there any chance you'd go, yeah, that's a good idea? The person who has the best picture you choose, no, or somebody chooses.
Yeah, would you put up in here or, yeah, I think that'd be good.
Thank you.
Got plenty of room. Okay, so anything else for public comments?
I made mine already off the record.
Oh, you
Don't
did?
write those down. Yeah.
Oh,
I did have someone online that wanted to know about 10-hour days for secondary roads.
that's a Kupka thing and he's not here, so. He's the one working.
They're still working. I talked with Taylor and Kurt, but they're still working on that. They haven't come to a decision.
And then I also just got one, this would be for Berlin. Jake says, he met with Catherine last week about projects and Flag Day festivities. There'll be some social media posts this week supporting it and calling it out.
Okay, tell me, I've got kind of the agenda schedule, so I need to get a hold of him and we can talk about. Good, very good. Thank you, Jake.
I have a question, if Michelle's done. Okay. On K Avenue. Anybody that's driving on it has noticed this, there's a stretch past Dean's and, Jars and the old art place that is different than the rest of it. It's smooth and it looks like it has oil on it.
Really?
Right on my section between 300th and DuPont. So how is it that there's that one smooth section in there that looks like it has oil on it and the rest of us are still living in dust? It's just totally different. Somebody, did you drive in on that this morning, Kurt?
I drove in.
but
Did you
I
notice?
guess, I know there's like tree sap and such my way that they did on a couple spots, you know, where it was like a week or two ago they put down, which it was like, you know, messy for about 24 hours, but, I don't know. I mean, yes, there's different stretches, but it's
How
the
do they
state
do that?
I don't know. The state, I thought, my understanding was we were going to do it ourselves, and then the state said, like, came in and they started doing it because the county was like, well, we could have smoothed the roads out, like there wasn't that communication that it was gonna happen, but I thought they were supposed to do the whole intersections houses again. So I don't know why they only did some and not others, so.
So is it possible that that one long stretch right there has had one extra application?
Yeah, it could have had the tree
Yeah.
sap, if you think it's that darker color.
Yes, it's that dark
Then
smooth
yeah,
color.
it likely had tree sap, I mean, would be my assumption, just because I know on the north side, there was a few different patches that had it, but it wasn't the whole stretch, so.
Tree sap is,
It's like, instead of chloride, it's another version of
did the
dust
state put the
control.
tree sap on as
Yeah.
well?
That's who
Dean,
did
Dean
it,
paid
yes.
for additional coverage.
Dean did?
Dean paid for
Okay.
additional.
Thanks,
coverage.
Dean, okay, that's what,
Oh, so
that was
that's
gonna
in
be
that
my
area.
next, that was gonna be my
Okay.
next question.
Yeah. It wasn't, well, this morning wasn't busy, I guess, so. I
And
can
it's a
say it
lot
wasn't busy
nicer.
This morning because it wasn't.
Dean walked me to do the whole road.
There's just the normal rumble strips when you go up that one hill, but, yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of rumble strips.
yeah.
Yeah, that section by Dean's, how come the state doesn't do it that way? That's very, very nice.
Call up.
That's why Dean calls them every day. Okay, thank you.
I know there's different providers that do it. I think there's 3 or 4 different people who come out and put on the dust control. And if you've already had it ordered, you order it way ahead of time and they put it down twice during the year. And so we might have some that looks like oil or,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
or
You can pick different options.
Exactly.
Tree sap or the
it's,
chloride.
but it's chloride. So ours, if you've already ordered it, because you have to have it in by a certain date, but of course, and they might have delivered it after the state's already done with a different company, so that's fine.
That's a good point too. Yeah, if they didn't take the reimbursement, they might have got another dose of their normal that they paid for.
I think last night or sometime in the afternoon yesterday, there was an accident. Did you see all the glass down there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, there must, glass and oil, so there must have been an accident
Where?
at the north end of K Avenue, DuPont, right there, just right there.
They don't stop at the stop sign.
Hmm?
They don't stop at the stop sign, but they have it.
That's,
And what's your point?
that's not the only stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see a crash?
No,
No.
it was actually must have been after I left.
It had to be, yeah, it had to be in the afternoon or evening, yeah. You saw that too, Berlin, yeah. Glass all over the place.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's okay.
Thanks.
Okay,
That's all for now.
okay. All right, discuss and approve regular minutes.
I make a motion that we approve 5/18/26 regular minutes.
Second it.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Engineer Rhodes projects report.
I haven't seen those sitting there.
Thing that he's working on, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on in there, but just for procedural. We've got another agenda item, truck bids for the engineer department. I've had that.
That's here.
It's in mine.
Big, thick document for Mack trucks.
Is that the only one?
Two Mack trucks.
There's two Mac trucks in there.
So was this in his budget for last year
Yeah,
that I didn't?
I believe so.
We're talking 329,000.
Yep, for two of them.
Well, and it looks like we already paid for the installation of boxes on the back.
Boxes and all that kind of stuff. Get them outfitted is,
Ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, I mean, new normal semis nowadays are 250 to 275, so two of them with boxers for 330.
Yeah.
Probably ain't a bad deal,
Yeah.
it's just what they cost nowadays unless you buy used, you know?
Yeah, and we got it set up for CB radios.
for county radios.
No.
Well, oh, the CB, yeah, yes, yeah.
Antenna.
They come with it.
The antenna, the audio shut off,
I don't believe it.
binding posts.
I don't believe it's anything more.
No, I think it's,
What do you call it when you come?
well, the antenna was $63.
Standard, thank you.
The antenna was $63.
And they do come in, they're kind of a necessity
Yeah.
at the quarry.
Yeah.
They don't go on the county radio, so. And I think we're on a decent rotation now, getting the ones that these will get replaced. Those two that were getting replaced go to spares, then we get rid of the spares. That's kind of been a rotation that we've been on for as long as I've been around, so.
We're gonna finally get rid of so many internationals.
Yes, I think this might be the last round. Of the used ones are international, isn't there?
Uh,
You didn't like them?
no,
I grew up driving.
electric, headache.
And we've had very good luck with Mac.
Yeah,
Automatics, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Fine.
they're automatics.
Who drives the stick anymore?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
you can't drink coffee, you can't drink coffee and run your phone at the same time if you don't have an automatic.
Right. I assumed, but that way anybody can drive.
Good job, David. Write that down, Karen. What David said.
Hands free.
Of course,
So
you toss it up on the dash.
Coffee hands free, hasn't it?
Which I'm assuming they have all the hands free, these new ones too, so then they have your whole name in. Yeah, the only thing I can see is, I don't know what, there's an interest fee, you know, I don't know, when you order it at a time, you must have to pay an interest fee or something until it's
Yeah.
delivered. That's kind of an interesting way to go about it.
And it's not gonna be, we're not gonna pay for it till after the 1st of July, right? Is that what it said?
understood, yes.
So it goes into next year's budget.
So are we approving them today?
I think it's what they asked for.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we accept the bids for the two new Mac.
It was delivery day.
I'm still there.
after July 1.
Is that the only one?
Yeah,
Of 27, not 26.
We're all gonna be red,
I'm sure.
red.
Red, yeah.
looks really nice with the blue sign on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will.
I'll second that. Yeah.
Been moved and seconded. From what I remember of this conversation, they had ordered them, but they couldn't get them upfit. Because they didn't reserve the date, and it takes a long time to get them in, so they're gonna be delivered after that, but they're not gonna be upfitted until after, I think, the next fiscal year, actually, you know, so they'll sit for a year evidently, and then they'll get used. That's why we wanna wait to order them until after we get the date for them to be upfitted in the future. So this was a misspeak. I think that Pat had asked, you know, to get he had the date reserved, gave the information to Ben. By the time Ben signed it and sent it back, they lost that date. They had to wait through the whole another fiscal year. That's why we're paying the extra for this. Cleans that up. So we need to find a new process for that in the future.
Okay.
Same thing with fuel, purchasing fuel. The diesel fuel, we didn't reserve a rate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may have a workaround on that, Karen.
But there's nothing we can do about this at that time now, because that's why he's saying about this, the contract was already signed.
Right.
So we have to pay the interest in billing it's even if though it's not being used yet. Right. Okay. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oops, motion carried.
You want to
This is,
the over thing? The
Was it on court?
Gilbert,
I know there's a piece of paper here about running,
right?
the question was asked of somebody, came in and stopped in down at the shop and asked if they could run a manure dispensing line through the culvert. Or needed the culvert put in, so they could do that. And they were told by Nick, the papers in here. Told by Nick that, if the county installed the culvert, he would be responsible for the cost as well as labor and expenses, equipment expenses. And this person, whoever this person is, indicated it was reasonable, so. Nick is asking us, Nick, our current volunteer or whatever, engineer, the guy we've contracted with, please discuss this matter at your board meeting on Monday and let me know how you would like the Tama County to handle these requests moving forward. So do we want to let the engineer make the decision, or do they all need to come to the board, I guess is what he's asking.
Yeah, what do you prefer?
I mean, definitely their feedback, you know, I mean, talking over there, it sounds like there's concerns if, you know, one, if we let one do it, is everybody gonna want us, you know, do we have the manpower to be putting culverts in for people, you know, all the time? Two, if the culverts collapse and it starts shooting hog manure everywhere,
Well,
who's liable, whose issue, and so some of these,
both of
over there,
those,
they've been having good conversations.
yeah,
but-
both those issues are pretty big ifs. The one, it's not gonna have manure going through it all the time.
Right.
It's just when they spread it, they just, you know, they roll those big out. So,
So it's not hooked up to like go across the road to another,
no,
okay, see, that's what I wasn't sure. if
Yeah,
it was-
It's basically, it's a pass through.
It's a pass through.
If we put the culvert in correctly, we're not talking about collapsing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there might be 3 farmers in the whole county that have that set up, so how many culverts are they gonna want to have, you know, it won't be a rush of 100 culverts getting put in.
Yeah, I can just see people making a jump, you know, that we're going to put them in for driveways.
Yeah.
If you do that.
For the policy side, I feel like it's up to them what they wanna, you know, do or not do. I mean, unless it's taking them away from doing the roads and their normal jobs, then
Yeah.
obviously that affects us, you know?
Just have to be dependent on, you know,
How long does it take to put one in?
yeah, if we have people available to do it.
It takes
A day?
a day, to put a culvert in, with a good right man on the digger. Right,
Yeah.
half the day if Garrett was doing,
And a good truck driver that brings around.
that's, and Kurt was helping him, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, 'cause there's a culvert, I need to talk to Taylor about that, needs to be lowered, that's that one that was supposed to have been resolved over a year and a half ago. So,
As far as doing it, I don't have a problem with it, as far as whose decision you want it to be. I think the engineer can do it too, I mean,
that's what we hire
yeah.
them to make
Yeah,
decisions
I don't
like
think
that.
we should write policies for their specific department in my mind, unless it's something that we disagree with completely, you know, but.
As far as that line going through, I'm not, I don't do it for a living, but I would be surprised if it's there all the time. I think when they're done, they probably just roll it back up and it'll be gone. I don't even think it'll sit through there. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not a hog farmer.
And it's better to go through a culvert versus like, put it underground, like to bore it through.
It's a contractor that does it for him. So they roll it back up and go to the next farm.
Right,
Yeah, well, that was the other question, like, should the county do it or should a contractor do it? Like, today, it sounds like if they put in, someone wants to put in tile, but they check our department checks the road, then the contractor puts it in, and then they check it, make sure it looks good. I mean, like, so that's another question, is should we do it? Should we have them get a contractor and we look at it before and after? You know, should it go through a culvert or go through, you know, bore it through like a pipe or something, you know? I mean, but again, I feel like the engineers are trained in that area to decide what makes the most sense,
But
but.
this going across the road, if it were beside the road, like a driveway type of a thing, that's one thing, but this is crossing an active road.
mhm.
And so do we want a
I would like,
contractor to do that, or do we want to? do
I
it?
think we should be.
To make sure we can
We know the
Control
road,
this, the travel and all that kind of stuff while it's being done.
yeah. I don't,
We would get involved in that anyway. I don't know, to me, would make more sense. The farmer's gonna pay for it.
right,
So do we have the capacity, do we have so much work that they can't do it?
no. I mean, in springtime maybe,
Yeah.
you know, but Like, we'd have to go to, like Mark said, work to our guys' schedule.
Yeah,
And that's the engineer's job anyway.
Right.
So I, personally, we're paying people big money to do these things. We can hold them accountable if they screw it up. That's the way I look at it. Let them make the decision.
Yep, I agree.
so put it on the engineer.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep, and if there's like any big thing, they can come to this.
It's not on the agenda though, is it? It's just a
It's
note.
just a talking point for us.
Yes.
to decide.
Okay, primary election candidates.
Yep, so I put that on your agenda. As many of you know, there's gonna be a primary election held next Tuesday. It will be open from 7 to 8 to vote. But we also need to hold the canvas, and that has to be held on the Tuesday following the election. So if you guys want to set a time for that, I would appreciate it.
What day would that be and what time?
It's gonna be Tuesday, June 9th, whatever time you guys would like to set it up.
What's that?
June 9th.
Right, so what time?
Whatever you guys prefer. We can do it at 8 o'clock if you want right away, or if you want later.
How long will this one take with being a bigger?
It shouldn't take very long, and it's actually up to you guys. The last training that we went to, a lot of auditors said that their board of supervisors don't even look at results in that. They just go, the auditor says, here's what the results are, and they just certify it. So
Really?
it's completely up to you guys.
We don't do the,
They don't go through the tapes. No. I mean,
It probably isn't hurt to do that though.
I like being judicious in what we do, to make sure it really is right.
Even though you guys do a great job, just in general, it's always good to
Yeah.
have two eyes and however many eyes. But
And I like 8:30.
Ready?
Why don't we just move both of our meetings to that day, so we don't have 2 days to come in today, one for 10 minutes. If we want to move our regular meeting.
that'd be fine.
But it has to be a week, it can't be on Monday?
No, it has to be on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would agree with Mark on that.
Is someone gonna make that motion?
I'll make the motion that we change the 9th or the 8th meeting to the 9th. I'm looking at the calendar, make sure I'm saying this right. And we will just have a regular meeting. Do we want to do it before the regular meeting?
Does it have to be its own agenda?
It does not. get its
Okay.
own agenda.
Yeah, we can just do it during that.
During the meeting, and so,
I'll
regular
make that the
meeting,
last thing on the agenda. Does that sound okay?
yeah.
Yes.
So we got all that. We're moving the Monday meeting from the 8th to Tuesday, the 9th, so that we can accomplish the election canvas.
I'll second it.
Okay. Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Put that on your calendar, Kurt.
Bear let Kurt cook that there. It'll be.
And then call her, he'll remind you.
Yeah, and call me, remind me.
Text me too, just.
Kurt.
Right.
I will bold that when I send it out.
When you get on Monday, you'll find out it's the next day.
What I was trying to avoid anyway, right?
Yeah.
Birthdays. Tama County livestock, we'd asked for this from all of our things that we contribute to. And Brent Aaron looked at it, he had some suggestions of changes and, but didn't want to be too onerous on them, so this is that final document, I think.
So, Brett, this is after Brent's looked at it, right? Okay, I was gonna ask that question. So I read through it. I have no problem with it, but did we budget that?
Yeah.
Some $1,000?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what.
then I make a motion that we approve the general service agreement with the Tama County Livestock and Fair Association.
I will second it.
Been moved in second, any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion carried. Okay,
Mine again.
and the reluctant like grant area.
Keep this short and sweet. I went over and talked to Brent last week and, about the contract, so I don't wanna tell you what the recommendation is, cause public and contracts are still out there.
Yeah.
But I had a question about it, so he and I discussed that. I sent him another email, I got a kickback saying he's out today. So we'll have to move it to next week again.
Okay, you can do it, we can have closed session for contracts if you need. We put it on the agenda.
Yeah.
We need to discuss contracts.
Yeah.
You know, like don't want
Can
the
we do
other
that?
parties to like, if it could hurt your
Yeah,
other
yeah.
bids or something.
Yeah. If you put that on next week's agenda, then make it a close.
Next Tuesday, correct?
Yep.
Next Tuesday.
You? Anything else you have on that? Dave?
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Claims.
We have claims in the amount of 137, 366 period 17. $137,366.17. I make a motion that we approve that amount.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Circle back around to that canvas. It's not next week's meeting, it's the week. Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next week,
In 2 weeks.
next week's the election.
Yeah.
Thank you. My mom used to say, listen to what I say, what I mean and not what I say.
Oh, there you go.
Your mom ever tell you that, Karen?
There's so many things she said, I forgot them all.
It was like, as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
That was it. And if your brother jumps off the bridge, are you gonna follow him?
Yeah, somebody's gotta save them.
We shouldn't use that one anymore.
No,
It's kind of
I was gonna put you
politically, raises my stress level. Anything for supervisor reports? Haven't had any.
Went to the juvenile detention facility Friday, and us and Scott County are the only ones who voted on the not the agenda, but
The 28.
28E agreement. So, long story short, we were very proactive. We don't need to vote on it. There's going to be some changes, some paragraph changes, misspelled words, and that kind of stuff. Because of that, it has to go back out. So they're going through all of that. I don't know if they sent it to you last week. Okay, it was supposed to go out. I think it has to go out by either today or noon tomorrow in order for it to meet the 30-day meeting for the next meeting. Anyway, long story short, it's going through some clerical errors and that kind of stuff. Then it'll come out after we vote on it there, it'll come out later, and then we'll vote on it again. So, and I did bring up the point you talked about whether or not, people pay to rejoin, so they're not gonna change that. Most everybody's agree, because the counties who were there before, they can have all the same things, they just can't vote without paying to re-enter, so. That's all I got.
Last Wednesday, I went to Iowa City to it was like a leadership conference for our workforce development board that I covered. So that's the one that we're combining the two different groups to be, Eastern Iowa Workforce Board, with 22 counties. So it was kind of a good way to face, usually we're Zoom, or it used to be just our South Central, now with Mississippi Valley. So it was get everybody together. Obviously there wasn't, a ton of supervisors there, but there was a handful, but got to meet kind of the executive director and kind of the leaders that are on the phone and stuff. So just had a half day of different trainings on different topics. And so yeah, it was good, and just how it's going to be laid out starting July 1st when the boards merge together. So yeah, and then we reconvene today at 1 with just the CEOs, the supervisors on Zoom, just to touch base. So
I'm sorry, I had two more questions. DCAT, is
yes,
that all going well?
it's supposed to be going away because of what the state did.
Right.
We haven't had another meeting or heard anymore, but that was the last meeting, was that it will likely be going away. But it'll still go to the other groups, that are involved with it. It just won't be a DCAT board, which means we won't have any representation. But
The other thing was I'd correct what I said last week regarding public health, $30,000 for the fax machine. It included more than the fax machine. It included the data that was being compiled by the company, but they're not going to use it, so it's still. It's not, they just want to make clear it wasn't $30,000 for facts. So I'm working on getting them facts.
Any more public comments?
It's Kirk's turn, ain't it?
Didn't have nothing, that's three. You've been pretty fortunate, both of my main ones have been right sitting in front of you the last month or so, so you know just about as much as I do about the Board of Health. I'm on the Board of Health, and then I'm on the Tama County Board of Aging.
You are agent.
I am, Gerald. You're not helping.
You have any comments about the intermediate school here in town? Any updates or anything?
No, I think they have a board meeting coming up where they're going to address it
What
at
time is that tonight?
5
Fine,
or 5:30.
Want to buy it?
Which is it, 5 or 5:30?
fine.
5, thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
At Tama Partnership Center?
Yes.
Okay.
You want my?
No.
Harold will take notes.
I have to dig into the buyer
No,
like you did last time.
Good job.
thank you.
So the city of Toledo police are running around taking pictures of houses. If they come out and take a picture of my house, should I be concerned?
Why would they come out and take?
I don't
pictures
know.
of your house?
That's for, that, I'm asking you that question.
That's not inside Toledo, is it?
It's pretty darn close.
Sure, you know why they'd be,
We can't give legal advice.
Can't get.
you know why they'd be taking pictures?
I believe it.
Okay.
I believe, I don't know for sure, but I believe it might be abatement, nuisance abatement.
Okay.
That's what I just said. Should I be concerned to come out to my house?
You're not a nuisance.
Thank you, Kurt.
You're welcome.
What a guy.
Who's the property on the other hand?
You got anything?
Me? What? I have nothing.
Was it, you got a new art thing going on? Why don't you plug that?
Oh,
Maybe they'll put it in the paper.
yeah. That, okay,
It's unbelievable.
well,
This is time to shine, Mike.
yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, it's before noon, but.
Yeah, I know, I'm not awake for this, okay. Well, so there's a lot of artists around that, they have the school that does quite a bit but the art teacher, Dorn, he doesn't get a whole lot of help. And, they have a lot of great artists that are in high school and, with the art club. But then, of course, you get out of school, you don't often do a lot with art, and I know quite a few artists around and stuff, and, Marshtown has the Arts Council, but, we don't really have much around here, and, I knew a few people, and, they're always talking about, wanting different stuff, and, was it Catherine Ollenbag said something a few meetings ago, a few months ago or whatever, about, wanting to put art in the windows of like downtown here in Toledo and stuff with local artists, and the art teacher wants to do a like little fair thing possibly in the high school parking lot next fall or something, and the like, and so it's just an idea of, just kind of getting local artists together. It's like a little art club type thing to organize, if so I already talked to Catherine, we're hoping to, get some art up in the windows in different places of, so yeah. I didn't have a prepared statement. I don't know, it's a little art thing. I'm doing local artists, put art up around other events, pop-up galleries. I don't know what you want from me here.
Yeah.
I usually just sit here.
That was good, that was nice.
Just send me a Facebook request for a group. I'm going to call it out.
Oh,
I won't next time. I'll skip you.
I appreciate it. I think it would be great.
Yeah, sounds like a great,
Yeah.
cool thing.
Yeah. A lot of the towns that have that, that really is a great idea. There's people that do art on the square and it starts pretty small and, I mean, there's a lot of interest and there's a lot of potential out there.
As long as they don't tag the buildings.
Mhm. Yeah, usually it takes away from.
Well,
Well,
hey,
some of those tags have been really pretty,
yeah,
but we just need to get them to do it on paper to go and send it with us.
Yeah.
well, yeah, well, it's not like we have any money or anything, so it'll just be small, pop-up gallery projects right now, so.
You know how a lot of those groups get their money? They sell their art
Well, yeah, so,
and I'm a buyer.
okay.
Now he'll talk. Go ahead, Mike, now talk.
Well, I got something for you.
Now we got him fired up.
Open up that wallet.
I will make a quick comment. Mike doesn't know this, but before I got elected, before we even ran, I watched him in action at the Hy-Vee. There was two guys there, they were selling something. And Mike, John, I talked to you once before. You were supposed to get back to me. You never got back to me. Why are you here? You don't remember that. I do.
I remember that interaction.
Yeah.
They still never got back.
I know they did, but I appreciate that, Mike. I really do. That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
All right, like, motion to adjourn.
So I'll make that motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, we're adjourned.
Did you write down that Kurt Hillman said that I am not a nuisance? Make sure that.
I did write it down.